Hey folks, another one. This time I want to do a little product review and little tutorial kind of thing. Product is the 4-stroke strap from StropMan. It was a gift to me from my good friend Jay, aka Humble. And I gotta say guys, very nice piece of craftsmanship. He has very fair prices. And I actually grew to like this one, even it's not my style. You know, my style is small little paddle ones like this. But it is very nice for here, for my you know, man cave, where I actually have the table and everything set up. These are great when you're sitting down watching TV and you do your thing with the knives. For your working space, this block is actually very nice because you put it on the table, you know, have it here. You don't, you know, you're not sitting on your couch or sofa and sharpening your knives freehand, and it's very nice to have this also. And you can always tilt it up, lift it up to get, if you prefer to do it, you know, in different angles. But very nice piece of craftsmanship. You know, this is one of the more expensive ones, but very understandably because of the work that goes into this one. He has all different types. He has the paddle ones, bigger, small ones, double-sided, single-sided. Very nice stuff, you know, all handmade, American made, USA made. I'm a fan, gotta say I'm a fan, and it will have little addition after the product review, because as you know, the nature of my videos are kind of more of do-it-yourself stuff. But people who just don't want to mess around with do-it-yourself stuff, I highly recommend StropMan. Very nice guy. And just to make it clear, none of the products or none of the knives or anything, I don't get anything out of it. I just want to share with you guys that I like the product. I am actually thinking about starting contacting the people, but not for myself, for you guys, like trying to maybe, because I know that there is a lot of people who actually will go ahead and buy that stuff, what is good to buy, you know, what is worth to buy. And I'm thinking about it like I did with the glow. I actually will try once in a while to contact them and say, hey man, your product is really good. You maybe could gain even more sales if you give the people kind of discount, no? And I think it's a nice way, you know, to help you guys out. And I don't know, I'm not promising nothing. I don't think a lot of people will do it, because some people just don't care, but I will try to do it for you, you know. And pretty much most of the time it's not for me, because I already have that product, I already bought it, so it's gonna be for you guys, and I will try my best. Not that my channel is anything big, but you know what? Some people actually appreciate any help towards their product, you know. Like same as I really appreciate if somebody recommends my name to somebody else about the Kydex sheets, you know, it's the same way. And there are people who still appreciate even any little help and are willing to, you know, work back and forth with you. So 4-stroke leather strap, 4-stroke leather strap, sorry. Great little thing, great big thing. You have very nice, very handy 8-inch long and 2.5-inch wide leather pads on 4 sides. The fourth one is you can actually pick if you want to put it upside down with the smooth side, or if you want the same way as this one, because if you buy this one you actually get 4 types of compounds. You get the black, which is the coarse, you get the green, white, and red. Red is the ultra fine. Now one thing I did say to my friends before and I messed up, and it's actually a fact that you never count on what's the standard of the colors and the, you know, the roughness of the compounds. Don't count on what is the standard color code. Always double check, because let's for example, Bark River, you have black the coarse, green is the medium, and white is the fine. No, but for example in this case, black is the coarse, green is the fine, and white is the medium. The rouge is the ultra fine. So you see the change. It's not a given fact that which color is which grit. It's always up to the manufacturer. And actually, if you read some articles and some strapping manuals, that's exactly what they say. I mean, don't don't count on the certain color being certain grit. It's always up to the manufacturer. So you get 4 of these little compounds, that 3 of them can very nicely store in this compartment here, which I really like. I think it's really awesome, instead of looking, you know, having to store them like this in the bags all over my place. Those 3 what I actually use being hidden in there, it's a really neat idea. I love it. And when I'm sitting here and want to play around with with stropping, you start off with the black compound, you know, you work your way from the coarse. Now you don't have to have a convex edge to maintain your knives with stropping. You can do it with any edge. You can do it with the regular V edge, with the Scandi edge, anything. You know, stropping works just as well on anything else, any type of blade, chisel grind, anything. Even the serrations. So you can sharpen serrations very easily with the strop as well, and actually probably even easier than on any other serration sharpening method, because you can just bring it to that corner here and you can run them really nice, every single serration through. What you do with the stropping, there are 2 ways. You can either just find the most comfortable position for you, which, you know, the angle, and do that, because that's probably what you're gonna do the most of the time, or you just find that angle, pretty much try to get that angle of the edge almost flat, pretty much flat with the leather, and you just run it, you know. You can do either from tip to the belly, or this way, from the back to the tip. I actually prefer, if I'm really trying to get my knife really perfectly, no, not just a quick job, I actually start from the back and going to the tip, because this way I will not miss the tip. This way, sometimes when you start, you actually sometimes grab the belly first, missing out on a tip. A lot of people, if you watch the videos, if they do like this, you can notice that a lot of times you are not stropping the tip, but if you go this way, you are always sure that you are running the tip over that leather also, so you never miss out on any spot of the blade. You know, it's always up to you, whatever you find more comfortable. This is definitely easier for your hand to do it this way, but because this way you have to do the more like big motion with your hand, and it's kind of awkward, but you know that you will not miss out on it. So you run it on the black, and then you go to the green, same thing, you know, you're strapping your knife, and you can take it to the white. You know, it looks black, but it's black because that's the metal that the compound removes from the blade, you know, just a proof that it actually does, you know, kind of sand away the metal. Very small fractions, you know, it's not like you're running the knife on the sandpaper, it's ultra fine, but it still proves that it does take the metal off. And then if you want to go really fancy, you can just finish it on this smooth leather. Also, a lot of times it depends on the steel itself, you know, there are certain steels and the heat treatments that just will not perform as well when they're super smooth than if you just stab, let's say, on the green one or the black one, and having that, let's call them micro serrations, no? That's what they call micro serrations, because the knife, you know, it's like a microscopic chainsaw. It has the teeth that cuts through stuff, especially in the slicing motions, which is the most, you know, the most used motion in the cutting. It's slicing. So you actually want to have the micro serrations that will chew through the material, you know, they will slice through it. Because sometimes, in certain cases, it actually works better than the completely smooth edge. You know, it's nice to have a smooth edge, but some knives, some steels actually don't perform as well as with the micro serrations. So that's just something what you will find out as you use your knife, you know. I do have a knives, for example, my Wijidashi. My Wijidashi actually performs better for slicing motion cuts. That means having a micro serration, that means I'm stopping always on a green compound, and it sharpens it better than if I would keep going to the white and to the smooth one. Or also it actually works perfect if I just run it over the diamond bit. It just creates such a toothy edge that it cuts like crazy. It's like scalpel sharp, and you know, it's rough, but it performs better than if I would take it all the way to all the grits up to the mirror finish. You know, it's just the way the steel performs and how it, you know, whatever works. And a lot of other knives I take all the way to the mirror polish, and that's the best what they perform. So it's always up to you to play with it, to test it, and you see it as you use the knife what works best for the knife. So, you know, great little thing. You can see the ease of working with it. You have the numbers here, so you can see. Let's start from the 4, 3, 2, 1 of the coarseness of the grit, and you work your way down from that. Just flipping the thing. It comes with a nice anti-slip pad, so it holds in place on your work table. Again, very nice little idea, nice addition, nice little touch from the StropMan. Love that thing. Very good if you don't wanna mess around doing your own. Well worth the money. Either one of these products. There's a couple people, friends in the community that have the products from him already, and everybody is very happy. So highly recommend him. But now, like I said, because of the nature of my channel, and I did have a little video about it before, I always encourage you guys to do your own stuff. If you have the time and just little basic tools, great little strap with nothing but the little wood from I think this is like what is it? This is 2-inch wide and 1 inch. It was 3/4 of an inch thick. I think this is normally called the slat wood, whatever it's called. I don't know. It's 2x1, most likely. It's that's what the dimensions are. It's not actually 1 inch wide. It's 3/4, but you know the deal with like 2x4 and stuff. It's not actually 2x4. It's 1 3/4 to 3 3/4. So it's the same thing. That soft wood. All you have to do, grab anywhere piece of this. You find it on any corner, any construction. You can anywhere get it for free. Then you can get the leather. Any piece of leather will actually do. Old belt. You can stop at your local shoe repair store or, you know, leather craftsman store. They will sell it to you for a couple dollars, like literally nothing. Piece like this, garbage piece, if you ask them, they will most likely even give it to you for free. You take your wood, you can shape a little handle if you want to go nice like this. When you see it, it took me a couple seconds to just whittle it out and sand it nice and round so I can get a little nice grip, a little better feeling for it. And you can see this was the scrap metal. This was not scrap metal, scrap piece. This was like cut. I just found it somewhere. I like the size, and I just grabbed it and figured, yeah, there will be a nice little strap for me. So I got that wood, took a little bit of epoxy, scratched this side a little bit to get a little better grip, you know, for epoxy to get in. Scratch the wood, mix up the epoxy, glue it in there, put it in between two 2x4s and clamp it together. You don't really have to. You can just, you know, lay it flat on something, lay it flat on a piece of wood or something, and just put some weight on it. Just the only purpose of that is to stick this nice and flat and firm, you know, to it, so you don't just end up with a wavy finish on the top. So you want to clamp it or lay it flat and weight it down with something just to have it nice and flat, and that's all you have to do, and you have yourself a nice little strap. Then the compounds, any hardware store, actually Home Depot, Sears, they all have the buffing wheel compounds. You can buy the whole set with the buffing wheel, which, you know, just extra, and the 3 or 4 different colors of the compounds that will, I promise you, it will work the same way as any other special compound, you know, for a knife sharpening. They're just the same thing, you know, guys. Probably most of these compounds anyway are just those compounds bought in bulks and then just melted into the smaller forms. I can pretty much guarantee you that most of them, you know, maybe the special companies like Bark River Compounds and stuff, maybe they actually do have their own formula, but trust me, most of these things what you buy on the internet and everywhere are just regular. Those are, you know, jewelry and metalworking compounds. It's nothing special. that's what it is, and it works the same. That's, you know, that's what it originates from. That's what it is. And you can literally buy them for $1, $2 for the big brick like this. And trust me, for beginning, all you need is one color. I recommend green probably. I like green. I used it for a long time, and it's great. It's that medium size. You don't need the ultra fine. You don't need the ultra coarse. I would recommend the green compound for beginning. That's all you need. So that's pretty much it, guys. And then, you know, if you want to go nice, you can put another strip of leather on the other side and stuff like that. And like I said, it literally takes you, it will cost you almost nothing. It will cost you next to nothing, just a little bit of your time. And it's really a little bit of your time. It's not like hours. It's a couple minutes of work, and you have yourself a nice homemade strap. You can go big size like this, from little longer wood and stuff like that. I recommend this light wood because it's nice and light, and it's not gonna get heavy if you're gonna hold it. I forgot one little note. What I wanted to say with the strapping is taking care of your strap, cleaning it and applying the strapping compound. So what you wanna do is don't put too much. Just you can push on it hard, but don't really create, like, you know, really thick layer of that. You just want to make sure that it is pretty much everywhere covered a little bit over the whole length of the strap, and that's all you need to do. And especially I recommend, if you're gonna do it yourself, use the brown leather, not the black one, because on the brown you actually get you can see it better, you know, how bad the leather is, you know, if you really have it already really dirty, and you should clean it up and reapply the compound. Because on the black one, like here you see, I really don't know how you know, how old it is, how much mess there is already. So we recommend doing it on the brown, you know, untreated leather, or whatever it's called, not colored metal leather. And cleaning it off is actually fairly simple. It's a little messy, but it's not that bad. What you want to do first, it's with some knife that has a nice sharp spine, or you can use the metal brush. I like to do this. First, scrape it off with the spine of your knife, and you will see, I'll show you, you will see that it actually, you see it there? It's scraping off that excess compound on it. Probably by now already mixed with micro shavings of metal. You can see it there. You will scrape this off. Try to do it nice and even so you don't create some nasty nicks in that leather. Scrape it off. You can run it with the brush tool. Brush it off as much as you can. And let me put this underneath me so I won't mess it up real bad. Then you take a piece of cotton cloth or something, isopropyl alcohol, dunk it in there. You can actually pour it on it too, and just wash it off with it, and it melts that, you know, it dissolves the compound. The fabric will take it in. Then you want to switch from the other side and just really rub it with that alcohol and the cotton cloth real well. Let it dry out. It will dry out really quick because that's alcohol, you know, it evaporates real fast. And once it's dry, you just reapply the compound again, and you know, simple as that. If you did have a lot of compound on it before and you use it for a while and you reapply it, you know, over and over again without cleaning it, you're gonna have a lot of gunk in there. So be ready to have some paper towels and stuff ready, because it does soak into that leather and it will get messy. But it's not that bad, you know. All you need is freaking cotton cloth, some paper towel, and alcohol, you know. So simple as that. Hope you enjoyed it, guys. Take care, stay safe, and remember, don't cut yourself.